All right, good morning, everybody. We're gonna start with our toe lifts. Good, 8, 7. Here's 4, 3. Heels up, right, then left, right, and left. So today we've got our Tabatas, but we're gonna do something a little bit different. We still have 2 exercises, but we're gonna do the first exercise for 4 rounds, and then we'll do the second exercise for 4 rounds. Right leg, we're gonna swing it front to back. So normally, we alternate back and forth. Today we're gonna do exercise 1 for 4 rounds, and then exercise 2 for 4 rounds. Good, 2. Good, switching legs. We're gonna take it front to back. So belly's in. Really think, use your hip flexors and then use your glutes to help with that lift. 3, 2. Let's switch it to the other leg. We're gonna take it out and in. So stiffen up your leg, squeeze your quad, option to add a little cross in front. 4, 3, 2. Good, switching sides. And for those of you that did my class last Friday, you're not gonna like me today because circuit number 4, if you look at it, you'll recognize it maybe. 2. All right, switching legs, hip circles. So just heel down, toe up. We're gonna work on our hips. Good, change direction. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you will after circuit number 4. 4, 3, good, switching sides. Nice, good circle. Good, 4, 3, change direction. I think I said switch sides instead of change direction earlier, but we know what the deal is, right? All right, feet hip width apart, slow deadlift, bring it up. Now we're gonna squat. So slow squat, push through stand up tall. So hinge forwards, bring it up. Now chest stays lifted. We sit down into that chair. So reach down, pull up your socks, have a seat. We're gonna tie our shoes. Good, hinge and lift, down. We're gonna speed it up just a little bit. So hinge, lift, sit to stand. We really should be feeling this in our glutes, in our hamstrings, not in our low back. Forward step and reach right here. Forward step, pull it back, squeeze the shoulders together. I want you to try to take your arms wide. I know sometimes we keep it low. Take it a little bit away from your torso. Add the cross body reach. Forward step, reach. Corner to corner. Hips, knees, and toes point to the front. Shoulder reaches to the other side of the body. 2. Side step. We're going to take it out, lunge it, hold it here. We do have side lunges today. Good, 4, 3, 2, hold it in the center, cat-cow, inhale, exhale. If you don't want to tuck and round, that's okay. I want you to belly breathe. So you breathe into your tummy, exhale, pull the belly in. We've got about 3 more. So just think bigger belly, and then smaller belly. So breathe in and out. Last one. Hold it here, bring it all the way up. We're gonna side step, just roll the shoulders, tap and tap. So just nice, good shoulder rolls. 4, 3, 2. All right, hamstring curls, we're going to push. You can alternate arms. We're waking up the chest, waking up the shoulders, a little bit more hamstrings. Good, 4, 3, plank walk out right here. Give yourself a little space. Now we're gonna do it a little differently today. So walk out into your plank, and then I want you to push back into a down dog, come back to your plank, and now we're gonna walk ourselves all the way back up. One of our exercises today is a push-up with a plank, or push-up with a pike. So we're gonna practice. So walk out to the plank, down dog, back to plank, walk yourself all the way up. So we're just adding in a little extra move. You can still do this with your hands on the chair, hands on the seat of the chair, step it back into a plank, push back into a down dog, come back to your plank, and then step yourself forwards. So nice, good press. Again, we're still trying to go for 5. I've got one more and I'll hit my 5. This is also good for shoulders. Lift the hips, belly's in, and then walk yourself all the way back. Come back up to standing, little shoulder roll. Grab a quick drink of water. All right, so 20 seconds work, 10 seconds rest, 8 rounds. Exercise 1 for 4 rounds, exercise 2 for 4 rounds. You're just gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, switch exercises, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna do a deadlift, clean, and squat. So it's a deadlift, a curl, and a squat. 4 rounds, and then rows, we're gonna do 2 rounds of narrow, and then 2 rounds of a little bit wider. So you can do 1 dumbbell, 2 dumbbells, no dumbbells. If you're just not feeling it, maybe your knee is bothering you. But 20 seconds, deadlift to squat in 3, 2, and 1. So just a nice good hinge. Deadlift, bring it up, squat to stand. So nice good hinge, bring it up. How you hold your dumbbell is up to you. I like doing by the side and then holding it up by my chest. 2 and 1. Good, short rest. We're gonna do the exact same thing for 3 more rounds. Little different today. So we're still doing short work. Good, here we go. Hinge, curl, squat, and stand. So nice good hinge, squat, and then lift. So a little power on this one when we've got the hands up by our chest. Here's 2 and 1. I want you to think about keeping the chest nice and tall, arms close to your body. 3, 2, and 1. Deadlift. So hinge, curl, nice and tall, sit to stand. Now, if you're kind of struggling a little bit today, if you've got a chair nearby, you're gonna sit in that chair, you're gonna hinge forwards, you're gonna sit up tall, and then you can stand up and sit down again. There's always an option. Good, rest. 1 more set. There's always an option. If you're having a rough day, we make it work, right? Here's 2 and 1. Last set. Hinge, curl, squat, and stand. So hips back, bring it up, sit, and nice and tall. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Now we just have that 10-second rest. We're going to rows. Rows, rows. We're gonna do 2 different ways. Palms in and then palms at an angle. So your time's on. Hinge it forward. Just a nice good row. Palms facing in, arms are close to your torso. So just pull it right up and then back down. 2 rounds of this, and then 2 rounds we're gonna go just a little bit wider. 3, 2, and 1. Short rest. I'm setting my weights down just to give my hands a break. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, hinge it back. Belly's in, push the hips back. They're gonna be behind your knees. We don't want to be too upright because this is not going to be good rows. So pull it back, drive the elbows to the wall behind you. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, now we're going to take the hands just at a little bit of an angle, elbows to the corner behind you, just a little bit wider. Good, so kind of open up a little bit. You're still pulling back towards your hips, but I want you to imagine you're taking your pinkies, pointing them towards the wall, towards the corners behind you. So we don't want to take them out and still pull to our hips. Pull a couple inches away from the pelvis. Good, short rest. So if I was standing, I would look like this. Notice my elbows are just a little wide, my hands are a little wide. 2 and 1. Good, nice wide row. Drive it back. So it's just a little bit different, a little bit wider, a little less stable for the shoulders, but still a good position. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Weights down, short rest. Grab a quick drink of water if you need it. We're moving on. Circuit number 2, lunges with curls. Now you can alternate, or you can do 2 rounds right, 2 rounds left, and then side raises, okay? Keeping it nice and simple. So 4 rounds of lunges with bicep curls, forward or reverse. 3, 2, and 1. So nice and tall. So I'm gonna lunge and curl at the same time. Option 2, lunge, stand, bicep curl. You choose. I'm just gonna alternate for all 4 of my rounds for my lunges. We'll see what happens with the curls. Good, rest. You're gonna do the same thing, and if you wanna alternate your curls, that's okay too. 3, 2, and 1. So you're more than welcome. Whoop, as I fall over today. You can alternate your curls, and you can go down, curl it up, drop it down, curl it up. Absolutely an option. So it just kind of depends how you're feeling today. Here's 2 and 1. Short rest. Definitely keeping our heart rates elevated today. 3, 2, and 1. So I'm gonna go forward lunges for a couple of rounds. Remember, choose what's gonna feel good for you today. So nice and tall, whatever you pick. It can be shallow. You can just do a nice good step forwards. Good, rest. Just depends how you're doing. Good, 4, 3, 2, 1, last set. So you can lunge, step it back, bicep curl, or lunge, curl, step together. So think about the times that you've had to go step forward, pick something up off the floor, hold it, and come back up. Last one. All right, getting ready, side raises. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So side raise, lift and lower. So option 1, arms are straight or kind of straight. Little soft bend in the elbow. Option 2, bend your arms 90 degrees. Get your arms parallel to the floor. This is a little easier. This is just physics. Good, rest. Just physics. Short lever, easier. The weight is closer to your body. 2 and 1. So right here, flap your wings. Weight is closer to your body. This is going to be a little easier. Just make sure we're not flinging back and we're not lifting and keeping the arms dropped. Lock it out. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Rest. 2 more sets. 2 more sets. Adjust your weights, alternate, change your lever. 2 and 1. So if you're kind of feeling a little tired, try alternating. You won't get as many reps. You get that extra little split second of rest. 10 seconds. It's always the little muscle groups that get me. Good. 3, 2, 1. 10-second rest. 1 more set. If it doesn't feel good to have your palms facing the floor, remember, open your fingers forwards. 2 and 1. So you can open your fingers forwards, lift your thumbs up like you're going to give somebody a nice good thumbs up. You've got a glass. You're going to celebrate. This is a little bit more shoulder stable for a lot of people, or a little more shoulder safe. Still getting front and side delts. Here's 2 and 1. Weights down, shake it out. Walk around, grab a quick drink. We got 1 more round up, and then we're going to go down to the floor. Yes, you can stay standing. I'll tell you that 4th circuit is not as fun if you stay standing, but you can still do it. All right, side lunge, overhead press. Yes, you can leave out the overhead press, and then rear fly. So those are our exercises. Side lunge with an overhead press. I am going to do 1 dumbbell, and I'm going to do 2 rounds right, 2 rounds left. If you want to alternate, go for it. But 20 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. So nice and tall. Side lunge, Overhead press. If you want to keep your hand at your shoulder, yes, you can. If you want to keep the foot flat on the floor, this is okay too. Good stretch. Press it up to the ceiling. Stretch and ceiling. Good. Short rest. I'm going to do the same leg. Second round. Good. 3, 2, and 1. So good. Side lunge. Push off. Reach for the sky. If you need to be here, remember this is just fine. Or if it's a small step, you're still going to be getting good leg work, good shoulder work. 3, 2, and 1. A little bit of a break. I'm switching over to the other side. This is why I'm doing single-sided. Give my poor shoulders a rest. 3, 2, and 1. So remember, step it out, push off, and lift. Check your body. If you're stepping out, but then you're bending this leg to pull yourself up, I want you to think this leg, step it out. Push really hard to bring yourself up to standing. This leg, just biomechanically, physics, rest, is in the best position to help you come back to standing. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Side lunge. Lift it up. Press it to the ceiling. Can you do a front raise instead? Yes, you can. Can I take out the overhead press completely? Yes, you can. Just nice, good. Side leg. Work on lower body. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Rear fly. I am going lighter because I am going to try really hard not to squeeze my shoulder blades together. Good. Nice, good hinge. I'm not squeezing my shoulders together. I'm really, really focusing on using those itty bitty little muscles on the back of the shoulder. So I know it's kind of hard to see. Using my rear delts, I barely get parallel to the floor. Good. Rest. If I squeeze my shoulder blades, I can get a little bit more, but I'm trying not to. Good. 3, 2, and 1. So good hinge. I like to try to get fairly parallel to the floor. So I soften my knees and push my hips back as needed. My shoulder blades are relaxed. I am not squeezing a pencil between my shoulders. I'm lifting with a little muscle on the back of the shoulder. Good. Rest. 2 more sets. If you need to alternate or do one side only, go for it. Here's 2 and 1. So good lift, good lower. If you're really struggling and you have to use your shoulder blades to lift it, try going a little bit lighter. Three, 2, and 1. All right, one more set. Then we're going to go down to the floor. 3, 2, and 1. So nice, good hinge. Belly's in, little tail feather tuck. So we're holding that nice braced spine position. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, shake it out. Walk around, grab a quick drink. All right, this set. There are no weights on this one. We're going to do 4 exercises on the right, 4 exercises on the left, lower body only. The most important thing for this set, whether you're standing or you are on the floor, what is your hip doing? First set, we're going to do just a normal side leg lift. Second set, rotate your hip in a little bit so your toe is kind of pointing in. Keep that position. You're going to do your lift. Then you're going to do rotate it out. You're going to do a lift. And then you're going to do toe in, heel back. So you're kind of doing a weird little rainbow. You're drawing a rainbow, toe goes to the floor, heel goes to the floor. Then we're going to switch to the other side. Yes, you can do this standing. Yes, you're going to hate me after this, I promise. But it's all about what your hip is doing. So we're just going to take it all the way down. Rest on your side. Try to stack your hips, bottom leg, bring it around to the front. You're cool. What we're gonna do is I want you to think straight leg, straight down. Don't let it come forward, don't let it go back, don't do weird things with your hip yet. You're gonna lift as high as you can, and then I know you can do a little more and bring it down. 20 seconds, your time is officially on. So lift it up a little more and down. Lift it as high as you can, then a little bit more and down. As high as you can, little more and down. Same thing if you're standing. Go out as far as you can. Try to go just that extra inch. Lift, little more and down. As high as you can. Good. Rest. Now we're going to bring the foot a little bit forward, not a lot. We're going to rotate your hip in so we kind of have our toe pointing to the floor, heel towards the corner. Same thing. Lift a little more, bring it down. Lift up a little more, bring it down. Lift it as high as you can, little more and down. You should be feeling your hips and your buns right now. Good. So lift it up a little bit more and down. Keep that toe rotated in. Good. Rest. Now we're going to take it back just a little bit. Rotate the hip so that our toe is kind of pointing where the wall and the ceiling meet in the front. Same thing. We're going to lift a little more, bring it down. Lift it up a little more, bring it down. Lift it up a little more and down. So we're getting our hips multiple directions, working all those abductor muscles. Good. Now we're going to do our rainbow, and it's a little goofy, but we're going to do toe down, bring it up, heel down. Toe down, heel down. It doesn't have to be a big rainbow. Toe down, heel down. Toe down, heel down. And this is also, we're rotating that hip. Toe down, heel down. 3, 2, 1. Flip it over. Exact same thing on the other side. Same thing on the other side. Good. 3, 2, 1. Basic hip lift. Lift it up a little bit more. Take it down. Lift it up a little bit more. Take it down. If you are standing, really, really watch and make sure that we're not doing a lot of leaning. So that means that we're not using our hips to do the lifting. 2 and 1. Good. Now we're going to bring the leg just a little bit forward, rotate that hip in, keep that hip rotated in. Same thing. We're going to lift. So lift, little more, take it down. Lift, little more, take it down. Really watch yourself. There's a lot, there's still, I can kind of see it, that we bring it up and we're letting that toe lift. I want you to keep that toe pointing towards the floor the entire time. It's tricky. Good. Rest. We're going to shake it out. We're going to get a good stretch. We're going to take that leg a little bit back, rotate, heel stays pointing towards the floor the entire time. Here we go. Lift a little more, bring it down. Lift a little more, bring it down. We're getting a little more hip flexors here. Good. So lift a little more, bring it down. Lift a little more. We want to make sure we're not rotating. Good. Rest. Getting ready for our rainbow. So we don't want to open the hip way far back, but we're just going to rotate. Toe down, lift, heel down. So we're doing a rainbow, drawing a half circle, but we're also internally and externally rotating our hip. In and out. In and out. 7 seconds. Rotate in, rotate back. We're really working on hip control. Good. Rest. Bring it in. I'm going to come to a seated position. We do have 2 more circuits, but if you need to, you're just going to do a little butterfly stretch. If you're standing, you can do some hip circles because I'm sure your buns are probably going to be burning. All right, next circuit, we're going to do our push-up with our pike or our push-up with our down dog. Feel free to do a banded chest press with a march. Also feel free incline push-up with a pike, also known as a down dog. Second exercise, tricep press-ups. If you want to, you can do a tricep kickback or you can do skull crushers laying on the floor. It's completely up to you how you want to do it. But 4 rounds, We're going to do our push-up with our down dog or our child's pose. That is okay too. But 20 seconds, push up with a down dog or child's pose in 3, 2, and 1. So I do knee push-ups, bring it up, I lift up onto my toes, I do my down dog, my pike, I come back, knees down, push up, bring it up, lift up into my down dog, come back down. You can do push up, neutral spine, hips to heels, come back to your plank. Good, rest. If you want to make it harder, keep holding your plank. If you don't want to, you can rest for a moment. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Push up, down dog, or child's pose. Again, same rules apply. You can be at an incline. You can do a nice good push up and then a down dog. Push up, down dog. It's completely up to you how you want to do this today. Good. Rest. Again, you can hold your plank. You can give your wrists a break. Everybody's a little bit different. 2 more rounds. Here's 2 and 1. Good. Nice, good push up. If you do the child's pose, you can see my spine is neutral. I don't want to drop my forehead to the floor. This is really about moving through, controlling your spine while you go through your push up into your child's pose or your pike. Good. 1 more set. You can give yourself a little break if you need to. If you're standing, banded chest press with a march. 2 and 1. So, good push up. Back to your pike. Go at your own speed. I'm trying to go a little bit faster today. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, tricep press up. This is our side lying tricep push up basically. We're on our side, top hand right by your shoulder. Good, and we're gonna try to press ourselves all the way up, take it all the way down. If this is not for you today, just do something for your triceps. So if you wanna stay on the floor, you can do skull crushers. If you're standing, you can do a tricep kickback, or you can do an overhead extension. Good, rest. I'm gonna do 2 rounds right, 2 rounds left. Just something to work those triceps. Here's 2 and 1. So press it up, take it back down. Press it up and down. Make it easier. Top leg, straighten it out. Make it harder, bend it, pull it in on top of your other one. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switching over, other side. Good. 3, 2, and 1. So your top hand is right next to your shoulder. Your bottom hand, you're just kind of giving yourself a hug. It can be on your hips. It can be on your torso. Just somewhere that is kind of out of the way. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. 10 seconds. We've got 1 more set, and then we're going to be on our backs for our last 2 exercises. Here's 2 and 1. Good. So press it up and take it down. Press up and down. Again, if you want to make it a little easier, take that top leg, straighten it out. It acts as a counterbalance. Kind of helps you out a little bit. If you need to make it a little easier, pull that knee, or make it a little bit harder, pull that knee in. Good job. Rest. Shake it out. Walk around, grab yourself a quick drink. We've got 1 more set. We're going to stay on our backs for this one. We're going to do a chest fly with a crunch. So chest fly with a crunch. Second exercise is a dead bug, and we're just going to do heel taps because we're just going to try to focus on upper body crunch on the first set, lower body crunch on the second set. If you are standing, banded chest fly, or lean back in a chair, chest fly, and then sit tall. Lean back in a chair, chest fly, and sit tall. Or banded, chest fly. For the dead bug with the heel taps, you can do mummy kicks, you can do a farmer's carry, just something to kind of focus on your abs. But we're gonna start chest fly with a crunch. So we're gonna take it all the way down. Remember, 4 sets. Here's 3, 2, and 1. So right in the center. So we take arms out, press them together, crunch it up, bring it back down. Arms out, press the dumbbells together, really squeeze them together as you press towards the ceiling. If you don't want to do the crunch, you don't have to do the crunch. You can focus on a nice good chest fly, good rest. I'm going to hold my dumbbells up and press them together during the rest periods. It's completely up to you. Good. Chest fly, bring it up, crunch and down. Open, close, squeeze them together, press to the ceiling. Out, squeeze the dumbbells, press and lower. Good, rest. Again, I'm keeping my arms up, squeezing my dumbbells together, little extra isometric chest, your choice. Good, arms out, squeeze, crunch, and down. Make sure we're still breathing. Remember, if you're standing, you can do your banded chest fly, or if you've got that chair, I like doing these. I call them rocking chairs. Good, rest, because you kind of look like you're rocking back and forth like a rocking chair. Got one more set of these. Good. So open, close, crunch it up, bring it down. After this, we're going to hold a dead bug. We're going to do heel taps, singles or doubles. Good. Weights down. Going in for our dead bug. Hands can be by your hips or they can be up overhead. We're just going to lift it up. Low back pulled into the floor. Heel tap, bring it up. Heel tap, bring it up. Now, option 1, you alternate which heel goes down and then you lift. Option 2, both heels go down, both heels come up. When we go down, our low back stays close to the floor. When we come up, we stop when our knees, good, rest, we stop when our knees are right over our hips. Now again, I'm going to be mean to myself. I'm going to do an isometric hold during the rest periods, but you're welcome to put your feet on the floor. Good. Heel tap, lift it up. Heel tap, lift it up. So it just depends on how you're feeling today, as always. But I'm going to hold an isometric dead bug during the rest periods. 3, 2, and 1. If you need to rest, if you're feeling your hip flexors, take the legs down, rest, or leave them up. Good. Heels down, heels up. So both at the same time or alternating. If you don't want to hold and start in the top position and tap down, you can still have your feet on the floor and you're just going to do a kind of a march. You're still focusing on core work. It's still getting those abs. Good, rest. It's just a little bit easier. Good, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, last set. This is your last exercise for today. I'm definitely feeling my hip flexors, so I'm trying to really use my abs to hold myself steady. Try not to let my hip flexors take over. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Give yourself a rest. You're more than welcome to lay down in Shavasana. If you stayed standing today, you can kind of walk it around. Just give yourself a little bit of a break. I'm going to take a moment, put my equipment away, but you can take a moment, grab a drink, or just rest. When you're ready, you're going to bring it into the center. Take the legs a little bit wide, hands by your hips, and we're going to do our 90-90. And after today doing those hip drills, definitely need to do a little stretching and a little mobility. Loosen up those hips. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bring it into the center. Bottoms of the feet touching. Sitting nice and tall, so we're sitting on our sits bones. And we're just going to let those knees kind of drift out to the side. Just a little bit of an inner thigh stretch. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to take our legs out straight in front of us, and they might be a little bit bent at the knee. And what I want you to do is I just want you to do alternating hip lifts. So try not to do like a lean. I really want you to think you're lifting your hips up towards your ribs. So really you're kind of doing a little bit of a side crunch. Lift the hips up, lift the hips up. So lift and lift. When you start really wanting to have fun with this one, you are more than welcome to try to walk around like this. So you're going to do a little hip walk forward and back. Here's 2 and 1. Good. Bring it in. We're going to flip it over onto hands and knees. We're actually going to come just to a basic hands and knees position, and we're going to do our hip circle. So we're going to inhale, little arch of the back, take the hips to the right, exhale in the middle, and then to the left. So just nice, good hip circles. It's okay if they're really small. We're just kind of stretching out the hips and the back a little. Good. Change direction. So inhale, gentle arch, take it to the left, exhale in the middle, and then over to the right. Good. Here's 2 and 1. Let's go ahead and tuck the toes under, sit your hips back to your heels. We're going to take our right hand and place it on our right heel. Squeeze your glutes, and I want you to push the hip forwards. And then left hand, we're going to reach it up. If this is uncomfortable, standing or sitting, squeeze your glute, reach back like you have an itch on the back of your knee, and still reach the arms up. The important thing is to squeeze the glutes, open up the front of your body the best you can. Good. Release, switching over to the other side. So tuck the toes under, hand rests on the heel, squeeze the glute. So we're pushing that hip forwards, and then try to open the shoulder to a more open position versus being sideways. Just depends on how you're doing today. Again, this is perfectly okay if you just got to reach for that itch on the back of your knee. As long as you're squeezing your glute, then we're good. Good. Release. We're going to take our strong leg, bring it around to the front. We're going to come to a standing position if you are not already up there. Let's take our right foot. We're going to cross it over the left. Left hip pushes out to the side. Reach for the toes of the left leg. Bring it up in the center. We're going to switch. Left foot over the right. Right hips go out. Reach for the toes. Bring it up, switching again, right foot over the left, and it's all about pushing that hip out like you're pushing your hip to the wall. Bring it up, switching over to the other side. Nice, good reach. One more time. So we did those hips, we're stretching our hips. We're trying to hold our balance too. Good, reach. And lift. One more time, take it over, reach, and lift. Bring it in the center, big breath in, pat yourself on the back. Exhale, reach for the small of the back or your hips. So big breath in, pat on the back, exhale, and reach. Imagine that your hands are against a wall and you're trying to keep them in contact with the wall the entire time. A lot of times we start to kind of bring them forwards. So we leave them out here. Really try to keep them glued to that wall. Good. One more time, all the way up. Take it all the way down. Bring it in. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down into your back pocket. Shoulders down, ear to shoulder, side to side. Bring the head up, pull the chin back just a little bit, look to the right, look to the left. Good, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in the center, big breath in, spread your fingers, spread your toes, and exhale one more time. Big breath in and out, and you are all done.